Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Repton, The Lost Realms. I am about to start the Presto levels, the very last set of levels for this Let's Play. But before that, once more, there is a small matter to clear up in the last level I played, which is how to complete it without losing a life. So, as you might remember, the problem is that there is only one time capsule on the level, and it becomes blocked off at a certain point, so we have to decide whether to take the time capsule early and then try to get all the rest of the level done without running out of time, or leave the time capsule where it is and hope to reach it after getting the key to open the other way to it through the safe before running out of time. In the last video, I took the second approach and it did not work. In my own time, I have tried the first approach and gotten much closer. I was able to get all the diamonds, the very last one, finishing with the diamonds just next to this time bomb here. Running into a spirit just to show off which time bomb I meant. Classic. So that was how close I was, but I wasn't able to get to the remaining two time bombs before time ran out. However, I did work out that if I take that approach, so taking the time capsule the first time I'm near it, and then doing one part of the level differently, which I will show you now. So this bit at the top of the level, I have just pushed a rock to the left so as to trap the spirit in with me so it doesn't go back down its corridor. But what will save the most time here is the way that I'm going to deal with the eggs and rocks. As before, the spirit has to enter this part ahead of me, and while it goes up top, I'm simply going to take all these diamonds from the bottom, which ensures that they won't get trapped, and then I'm at leisure to push all the eggs down, making sure that the egg in each column goes down before the rock, and this section is dealt with much faster than in my previous solution, and that will be enough to complete the rest of the level. I don't feel that I especially need to show that off, so I think we've spent quite long enough on this one. The Presto set of levels is the last of the 4 sets that were included in the official release of The Lost Realms, and it's a mixed set. There are 2 levels by my friend Jonathan Parkin, 3 levels by me, and 1 that I'll leave as one last surprise for when we get to that point. But the first level is one of Jonathan's, so let's get into it. This is, of course, the last chance to see a brand new set of graphics by Dave Jeffrey. And we start in a rather confusing rocks and diamonds maze. I'm not too worried about things like the balloon that I just released, because I am familiar-ish with this set of levels, so I know that there's no very deep puzzle to the rock and balloon areas. It's just a matter of getting through them and getting all the diamonds out of them. Now, this padlock box in the middle of the level is its main feature. As you can see, 4 red cages at the top, 4 yellow cages underneath, And this might be an appropriate point to mention that when Jonathan first submitted this level, he actually had an interesting colour scheme. If I remember correctly, it was yellow trousers, red body for Repton, so the reverse of what you have here. That was vetoed, I think rightly, partly because it would not have looked great with the wall and object graphics. Another factor, of course, is that it would have been very confusing with the spirits, especially with the map showing the cages the opposite way round to what they would have been. But it's a general rule in the sets, even in the Secret Realms levels where we have played around a little bit more with the colours, that yellow or white is the secondary colour and not the primary. So spirits of that colour are going to be right-hand wall spirits. Anyway, in order to get any spirits at all to interact with this padlock structure, I have to connect it with either rocks or balloons. Now, I see that a good way to do this would be simply to let a single balloon rise to this square. And, well, I can release this balloon, but it will go here because that wall is not curved. However, I can come down, push one balloon, then push a second balloon to roll off the first. Now, I have to release some spirits. They are in the corners of the level behind safes. So I'll need a key. There is one right there. Another egg with the simple strategy of releasing a balloon directly below it. Now, I don't think there are safe traps on the level. I will just quickly scan it to be sure. I think I'm right. So, that's another factor. The yellow spirit is actually free to come out immediately, but the red one, and it's the red one that I actually want to cage, the red one must wait until I've brought some rocks down. And that won't be easy. I'm trying to think now how to clear some space. So I can deal with the monster easily. I think I may have already messed up as regards this spirit. However, if I were to release the balloons like this, so that this earth remains here, that would not actually be very helpful. So let's do a shuffle so that the balloon doesn't rise further up. Pushed the wrong rock. I'm trying to set things up with the rocks down here, but I'll need 2 rocks to land here before one falls off. Which is actually quite possible because there are a number of rocks available. So, of course, one feature of this level is that in order to release the red spirits, which are the ones we want to release, we have to accept releasing the yellow spirits as well, and they are going to buzz around being a nuisance. And we have to be careful when taking the diamonds and releasing rocks and balloons, that spirits do not end up circling a wall, or that was a narrow escape. So here it's the opposite. I have to bring some balloons up here, and I've clogged up the place where I should be sending them up. So that's going to be hard. Already time limit issues as well. I did see a time capsule here. Is it the only one? It is. Of course, I have been waffling. So, looking at the balloons up at the top of the level, yeah, if I walk up and push this one into the box, this is so much messier than it needed to be, of course, because I didn't think things through. And one more balloon will free that spirit. And thankfully we have enough balloons for the job. Now, oh, I actually did not want to disconnect there, but it's okay because I can reconnect with this rock. So that red spirit will eventually cage now. I have 2 yellow spirits prowling around that I have to be on the lookout for. And I need to free the next red spirit from down here. This one is a bit easier because I just need rocks to come down this column. Is that easy? I wonder. So I don't think Jonathan had a particular solution in mind for this. I think it's just a case of play around until something works. And what I've just done should have worked. Three red spirits free. There's only one more. And again, balloons need to come up. But this should be easy now, because if I clear the rocks out of this column, with care, then balloons can go straight up here. And I need 2 more, which I can easily do. Oh, I did not avoid that spirit in the correct way. Oh, there is another time capsule at the bottom. So everything should be okay now regarding the spirits. Just wait for... if it weren't for me making a mess of things as usual. one reason that I'm glad I've done this Let's Play is that I think it's been good for me to get into the habit of making mistakes and just shrugging them off and moving on. No one's perfect. Ah! Although being too imperfect can lead to that situation where you simply run out of lives. Oh well. I'm sure Jonathan will have a good laugh at that. I'm going to do most of that again off camera, I think. I know that Jonathan, along with Katie Rosane, has been leaving comments on these videos, so if you particularly want to see me play all the way through this level without losing a life, then I can do that. But for this video, I will do some off-camera. So I want to show a better way of handling this left-hand section. As before, I need the monster to be killed. So, I want to clear this column, so I need to move this rock. So I go all the way around this bunch of rocks. And now, when I take the earth there, should probably release that spirit. Now rocks can come straight down this column. That's already enough to release the bottom left spirit, and it's equally easy to bring balloons up the same column for the top left one. So I'm taking it up at this point. Again, all the spirits have been released, and I am avoiding them somewhat carefully. So we've just seen the last red spirit go past. That means it's got to go all the way around the left-hand half of the level before it will go near the cage, so I have plenty of time to unblock it. And going up this way means no danger of being caught by the yellow spirits. I think I should probably just wait here, to be honest. So this is going to be interesting. First I'll check the time. Okay, I've got a decent amount. But now this first yellow spirit is in, I have to solve this middle rock, balloon and diamond puzzle. So just having a look at it. It looks like there are more rocks than balloons, so probably it will be fairly simple once I get down to the bottom. And of course this opens all the other yellow cages. Well, I've gotten down. And the yellow spirits are in. I'm going to grab one of the time capsules now. Maybe this one. So there's 2 eggs down here, as well as several more around the edges of the level. The monsters should be fairly easy to kill just because there are so many rocks and balloons around the place. This will also be our last new monster. That's what it looks like. Almost managed to get it with that balloon. Did get it with that one. Now, unfortunately, well, actually, I can come up here and take these diamonds now to shortcut back to the middle area. And now balloons can come up here without trapping anything. Oh dear, I hope I'm not going to regret what I just did. It depends. I think... Oh. Are there time bombs outside this? Because when the remaining balloon rises, it is going to block the exit, so I should not be doing this puzzle now. Obviously, it's a good idea to make sure I get the rocks and... get the diamonds that are near the top of the level. Here, I want to create some space so that I can drop this egg and run around the rock. This one I can easily kill with this rock. Yes, especially the diamonds in the spirit enclosures. It's important to make sure that those don't get trapped. One rock has fallen down into the skull maze, but that's not a problem. I'm just going to take this time capsule now. I have plenty of time. And in fact, the rock falling down there has made this much easier. I wonder if... I think it must be that the freeze crystal has an effect on that egg, even though I took the freeze crystal before it even broke. Interesting. Not how I expected it to work at all. So let's leave the diamonds around the fungus until last. I can take 2 of them like that and replace them with rocks. So just making sure. Just this diamond left and then the middle area. So what I think I saw is that I can get the diamonds, allow that balloon to rise here, and nothing is actually trapped. I could now watch the fungus grow to cover the entire outside of the level, but I don't think I will. That has been Presto Screen A. Only 5 levels to go of the entire game. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.